Chapter 6. Tricerajoust. Sir Eric trudged through the woods with Mel trailing behind him. He stopped abruptly, unbuckled his leg armor, and tossed it aside. Mel reached for the armor. "Leave it. It's just slowing me down. Besides, you are not my squire," said Eric. Mel nodded. Eric continued at a faster pace. Mel tried to keep up. Eric glanced back. Mel met his eye, then looked away quickly. Eric sighed. "So, have you always been a girl?" "Yes, sir." They walked some more in awkward silence. "What about your name? Is it truly Mel?" "I shortened it from Melancholy." "Melancholy?" "Cheerful." "I am a good squire, sir." They left the cover of the woods and entered a dusty clearing. "I didn't want to be a scullery maid or a serf's wife or a—" Eric held up a hand. He sniffed the air. He glanced around. "It's not that I don't find your tale fascinating. And to be perfectly honest, I see your point. But I believe we are not alone." "Yes, sir." A brutish creature meandered into the clearing. It was sturdy and solidly built, standing a few feet taller than Eric and measuring the length of a large cart. It had a shield-like crest over its eyes and 3 serious-looking horns protruding from its head. Each horn was the length of a sword. The creature saw them and snorted. It squawked. It took a few steps closer. It squawked more loudly. It waited. Then it narrowed its eyes and lowered its head, taking aim with its 3 horns. "Squire," said Eric. Mel was already holding out a short lance. "Excellent choice." Eric moved into the clearing to face the brute. The beast eyed him but did not charge. Eric stepped closer, lance raised and ready. "I've seen worse than you. Wouldn't mind a good horse at the moment, but it can't be helped." Eric got into position. "Come now, terrible lizard with pointy weapons. What say you to a bit of sport?" The creature charged. Eric charged. His lance hit the creature directly between the eyes. The beast grunted, veering off to the side. "Ha! I wish Arthur could have seen that. Or better yet, Guinevere." Eric grinned at Mel and winked. Mel nodded and pointed. "Sir, I think you'd best—" The beast circled back again. Eric snapped into action. This time, the creature deflected Eric's lance and scooped him off the ground. It shook him once, twice, 3 times, then tossed him aside like a twig. Eric landed with a thud. Dust swirled around him. When he raised himself to a sitting position, a night imprint was left in the dirt behind him. The 3-horned monster squawked and charged from across the clearing. Eric's lance had landed several yards away. Mel ran for it, but she would never reach it in time. Eric looked around quickly. A few feet away was a fallen log about the size and length of himself. He dived toward it. He planted his boots firmly on the ground. He put his shoulder into the log. It was heavy, but Eric put all his strength to the task. It lifted. Eric held until the very moment the creature was upon him, and then— "Ha!" shouted Eric. He admired his work. The log creaked under the weight. The beast growled. Mel cleared her throat. "Sir, perhaps we should take advantage of this moment and—" "Run?" asked Eric. "Yes, sir." "I concur." They ran into the woods and soon found shelter behind some large rocks. They sat and caught their breath. After a moment, Eric spoke. "My squire is worthless, you know." He looked at Mel and smiled. "Bors is lucky to have you."